Now at 5, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement is investigating another police-involved shooting involving a Miami-Dade police officer.
The latest one happening this morning in the parking lot of the 94th Aero Squadron across from Miami International Airport. CBS 4's Gary Nelson live at Kendall Regional Medical Center with more on what happened. Gary.
Well, this fella shot by a Miami-Dade cop early today, underwent surgery here at Kendall Regional today. He is going to be all right. It's expected to be quite a while before we learn just why this officer on the force for 3 years opened fire. A blue Ford with bullet holes in its windshield. The alleged driver taken to the hospital with a slug in his gut. A round fired by a Miami-Dade cop. It started here about 3 a.m. at the big parking lot of the 94th Aero Squadron restaurant by the airport. 2 officers approached 2 drivers in the lot, asked for their ID, and they say 21-year-old Bernardo Castaneda took off.
He got into his car and began to put the car in motion. Officers tried to stop him. They broke the driver's side window in order to try to detain him. Shots were fired.
Castaneda managed to drive himself to South Miami Hospital's ER. He was transferred to Kendall Regional Medical Center. Hours later, his car remained where he left it near South Miami. Inside the car, a dog shot dead in the confrontation. Police say 1 officer did the shooting. They won't say how many times. Presumably, he feared for his safety.
Things can really can get ugly. And here's an officer trying to do a routine check, make sure that the area is safe, and everything goes bad really fast.
The 94th Aero Squadron's a popular spot for folks to gather and watch planes take off and land, and sometimes engage in nefarious stuff like dope dealing and prostitution. This gate to the lot would have been locked, but has been left open to give overnight construction crews access to a project along the neighboring 836 expressway.
After 1, 2 o'clock, nobody's here, so basically people come on the parking lot and they hang, and I do have some police that they come every 1 hour and they basically do the trips around the parking lot.
And so it was this morning as an officer opened fire on this suspect with a long history of arrests for high-speed pursuits, battery, drug charges, burglary, car theft, the list goes on. Now, as always, the FDLE, an outside agency, will investigate the circumstances of the police shooting. Interestingly, cops say this fella Castaneda ran from them a couple of weeks ago when they attempted to get him in a traffic stop. Well, they finally caught up with him this morning under some violent circumstances. We're live in Kendall. Gary Nelson, CBS 4 News.